Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and welcome back to another wardrobe playlist. It's kind of like a guide video today, too. Could go on my guide playlist. I'm like hemming and hawing about it a little bit, actually. We'll see which playlist is on when you can see it. But we're going to be talking about the disguises, or the guises, all right? There's something kind of new to the thing, and I got to give some props to them. They've added a whole new tab for it. And basically where you would buy these is right below where the Haunted Burrow is, just underneath the Shire. Okay, so Bag End. All right, the tree at Bag End. So you can actually find it just like, so there's the tree, and here's the party tree right here, and Bag End's up here with this tree. It's like right here, there's a little hobbit, and you could buy it from him. All right, so the guy's name is actually Mogo Bracegirdle is the hobbit. You can also buy it from the Blood of Azog, the Sixth War, or the Guise of Servant of the First Crafter. All right, those are some other areas from the Geodes guy in Gundabad. All right, there's a couple other locations as well. And then let's talk about it. So we basically, if you go over to your collections or Shift C, you can bring up your normal collections tabs. We have two new tabs. We have the birding tab, which is kind of cool they added, but they added this one called the Bobbles tab, which also has your guises put into it. All right, Bobbles we'll talk about in a separate guide video and talk about our cosmetic or whatever. But basically, before you'd have to right-click the guise. It was only bound just to your character, and that was it when you bought it. Now you buy bounds to account, and your whole account gets the option to use it. Wonderful update. Good job, Standing Stones. They usually do a great job with everything. I say usual in a very light term because they do everything amazing. You know, there's an occasional little thing here yet. Maybe we're picky, but they're a great dev team. So, and no, I'm just saying that because I've been playing this game for 17 years and I know so. They do a really good job. So let's go ahead and get into this then. So we have a couple different ones. I'm going to show them to you today because it's kind of like going to be a visual video too. So I'm going to go ahead and right click these and I'm going to put them in. So you notice I'm actually learning them as we go here. Let's see if I actually have them all. I think I bought them all the other day, but okay. So now that I've clicked all of those, let's just double check. I don't see any other of there's a Guise of the Servant of the First, and a Guise of Hamas Stormhammer. Those are probably the two other locations that I told you about. I will get those in another. I'm not going to show you in this video. I think it's probably, I mean, I guess we could find it. Maybe I will show you at the end of this video if you guys want. But let's go ahead and first check them all out. So here's what they look like. So we have the Guise of the Goblin Corsair. All right, so I'll kind of put this off to the side here. All right, so as you can see, we turn into a little goblin man, which is hilarious. This is just the best. So we're a goblin of the Corsairs. We're a pirate goblin. And you see this is how we walk around. And it's pretty awesome. And you can see here's how we jump. The jumping animations are a little bit clunky with these, but again, remember, they're just kind of, it's supposed to be like a Halloween costume. That's the idea of the guises, okay? So there's that one. And then we have, of course, the Guise of, and you could just do it immediately. You can also click this button down here that shows up called Remove Costume. Takes 3-second cooldown, but you can remove the costume. But you can also just click the next one. You don't have to remove and then put the next one on. But you can do that if you want to get rid of it. So we have the Guise of Amatherial, right? Sorry. Amartherial. All right, that's kind of messing up her name there. So obviously she's a big main character in the story. But I just think these are awesome. They're actually like, if you look at her, okay, so one thing I've noticed, okay, I'm a dwarf, so it's putting it onto my character model. So if you notice, if you look at the top left, all right, I'm actually going to bring this up so you can see what I'm saying. All right, if you look at the top left there, where is my vitals bar? It puts the vitals bar, as you can see, we're looking at her stomach right now. It doesn't know, because it's a disguise and I'm not a human. It'd probably be at her head if I was a human, but since I'm a dwarf, it's where my head would normally be, and my head would normally be right there as in the model character. So that's also why as a dwarf, when I zoom in, you just go straight to her stomach. I just think that's funny. But look at how good the head, like the textures are actually really good on these things. Like they're really good. So they just kind of put them straight over on there. It's kind of awesome. Yeah. Anyway, I think they're really, really cool. I really like them a lot. So let me go ahead and put this back to where it was. All right, I think I had it right there. Perfect. All right, we'll bring up the next ones here. Bring up the collection. Let's have fun looking through all of them right now, and then we'll go see if we can find those last two for the end of the video here. So this is kind of a wardrobe, kind of a guide video today. We're having fun in both. All right, so this is the guise of Battle Galadriel. So it's Galadriel with her sword and armor. She looks pretty awesome. I didn't show you how the other one walked, but Galadriel walks like this. A little clunky, not gonna lie. It's a little silly. But also her jump animation looks hilarious. But at the same time, it's kind of hilarious, you know? Like was she trying to ride a horse in the air? Slow-mo? We all know Galadriel shouldn't be in slow-mo. Uh-oh. I'm just trolling. Unless it's Cate Blanche, then she'd look great no matter what. But here we go. Okay. This is how she walks. She's got a similar walk, similar jump animation, actually. But all things, it's pretty cool to kind of see like these different model characters kind of walk around. All right, so let's go ahead and do the next one. Will be the guise of Durin the Sixth. All right, so again, this is the Durin that's alive at the time of... Not quite sure why it's not letting me put it on. Hold on. Let's try using... Okay, we're going to try using Galadriel. Here. This is regular Galadriel. Very similar to the other one, just she's, you know, in her dress without armor and no sword. Again, it's so funny because I feel like you could totally fake someone out if you, like, stood at a thing like this, like in the trees, and then you did the, what's the emote? Isn't there one that's called Quest? I think I have that one, right? Does it help? Oh, gosh, man, what was that one? There's a really funny one that would just fit this so perfectly. It's like Quest Giver or something, right? And it makes a ring go over your head. I feel like, I mean, people have got me with that. I think it's a freaking quest, and I go to click on it, and they're like, I'm a real person. Well, there it is. SOS, it's called. Does it work with this? Oh, it doesn't work with the guises. It says that you ask for A, but I don't see an animation. Okay, so it doesn't work with the... Okay, that makes sense. Because you can't do any... if you're curious, by the way... can I do it on this? There we go. I can do it on Zollin, though. Help! I'm a quest giver. I'm provider of event information. All right. So basically, and no, you can't. You can't like ride a horse or anything. It doesn't let you do that either. I've tried. It does not let you mount up on your horse. Does it? See how it said success? There's no horse. So it won't let you mount up on your horse. You can, however, use abilities. No animation, but there's sounds. Just a little side note. So in theory, you could do that. But it says removes costume you are currently wearing. I believe if you get hit in combat, it goes off. So you can't like fight in combat with it, from what I remember. It doesn't actually say it here in the description, but when I first bought it, it said that. So I'm pretty sure it won't let you. We'll test it in a minute here. But then we got this one, so now let's do Gandalf the Grey. This is, again, Durin the Fourth looks really awesome. He looks pretty cool, doesn't he? All right, Gandalf the Grey. Now, he just looks perfect. It's just, I just love it. I just want to be like, this is how he walks. This is how he jumps. Again, it's a little weird with the jumping, but at least you can jump in case you needed to. But man, you just like, I just wait by this light here. I'm just like, I am the quest giver. It's like, oh, young hobbits. I feel you have so much fun role playing with this. We used some of our people who did stories, by the way, at our fireside storytelling event for Halloween. If you are curious, you can watch that stream or video later. All right, so now we got Gandalf the White. Also, the dwarf had a pretty decent run. I didn't show you that one. I'm sorry about that. Here's Gandalf the White. He looks good too. I just really like the Gandalf the Grey. But again, similar animation, similar jump. It's all the same. Anyway, I just think these are the coolest. It seems like you can't switch to the dwarf from the larger characters. Interesting. That may just because it's a totally different model set, maybe? I'm not sure. There we go. Maybe I just need to double click more on it. Let's bring Durin the Fourth back up one more time here. Alright. Let's see, this is how he runs, which I think we did do that, and that's how he jumps. Again, he looks he just looks the sorry, this is Durin the Sixth. Oh, so this is the Durin actually that gets killed, isn't it? By the Balrog. Because Durin the Seventh is the one that's alive in the Lord of the Rings, LOTRO. So excuse me, I correct myself there. And then let's do Goldberry. Yes, they have Goldberry, the River Woman's daughter. I mean, the Riverman's daughter, right? That's the word I'm looking for. So there's Goldberry, the one we see is Tom Bombadil's wife, right? It's pretty cool. She has a very interesting walk animation from all the other people. She walks like forward. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Her jump's the same though. So again, she's a slightly different model in how it works. And then one of the best disguises of all time, which I feel like this is what you show your friends when they show up for the first time in LOTRO. Right here. My precious. The funny thing is, you could actually turn it off. For some reason, that shows up even when you... Oh, there. That's why. It showed up because... I see. I was transforming at the time. I'm using the F12 to get rid of the stuff around. So anyway, he's got pretty good animations. I really like how the Gollum looks. This is run animation. Wee! 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 His jump's a little funny. If he jumps in place, he doesn't even like do anything, but his head goes up and down. Yeah, his run animation looks real good. This is his walk. He actually has a walk animation. I did not realize that. I wonder if we probably should have checked that. The other ones probably have pretty good walk animations if you're using the walk command, which is the INS or 4 on the numpad. Probably should have checked that. So we'll check it with some of the other big characters here. So here is Khrazgar, which is the weeping warrior from the whole Fate of Gundabad story. This is his run. He looks legit. I think he looks pretty legit. His jump's a little funky, but then here's his walk. It's pretty, and it's animated pretty darn well. I really like him a lot. Should have been doing these walk animations for every character. I'm sorry about that. It's really not that big of a deal, though. All right, Mordorith. Yeah, dude, look at how good he looks. What's this? Forget his sheet. So this is walk animation. He looks legit, dude. I feel like you walk through Bree like this, someone would be like, what the heck? Brand new player doesn't know what it is. So it's kind of fun because you can run around Middle Earth with like this. I'm a fan. I'm a fan indeed. All right, so now let's do this one, Sarah Oakenheart. The very tiny Sarah Oakenheart. Now she's definitely got the older model look for sure. But this is her run. She's got her fast little Hobbit style run, her jump, and then here's her walk, which you probably all recognize from the story if you played the story. All right, so there's that one. And then we will finish. We're finishing up here. We have Saruman, which is awesome, by the way. Saruman is no joke. All right, here he is. Saruman of many colors. Again, we zoom into his stomach and chest because we're a dwarf. Probably wouldn't matter if you were human enough, but if you're a hobbit or dwarf, good luck. You're a hobbit, you're going to zoom in to his waist, most likely. But you can see he's got the cool cloak going on, the cloak of many colors. Thinking he's so much cooler than everybody else with his cloak. The cloak looks really, really cool. This is his run. This is his walk. He's the same as Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White, by the way, so they're going to walk the same way. So, pretty legit. So, and these are a little pricey. You buy these with Mithril coins. I didn't say at the beginning, did I? I had a bunch of Mithril coins lying around, so I bought them all. And it was a lot. I forget how many I used. I think I used like 1,100 Mithril coins. So, it's definitely not necessarily a cheap side thing. So we have Skullgrim, the undead Dwarven King. As he used for his voice. Here's how he walks. Here's how he runs. Here's how he jumps. Anyway, he looks pretty legit. Yeah, Skullgrim's pretty awesome. Alright, and then we're saving the best for last. Okay, guys, here's the best for last here. Tom Bombadil. Oh, Don Jolly Tom. Tom Bombadillo. So he skips around all happy. Kind of like the animation, if you ever got the walk animation. But you get it just automatically when you get this, guys. Alright, and then here's his walk. He's got a pretty generic walk through town style. I mean, it's pretty cool, right? Here's his jump. He has a very similar jump to the other models. Cool, huh? Alright, that's Tom. And then I definitely saved the best one for last. The Witch King of Angmar. And look at his flaming crown, dude. Isn't that cool? Oh, man. So here's how he looks when he's moving normal. And then if we do a walk animation, he walks like this. I am the Witch King of Angmar. It's cool, right? You won't want to see this coming up to your front door. That's for sure. Yeah, so pretty legit. There's a cool one for you to enjoy. It's like in fact, I might turn that into the thumbnail right there. What if I just go like this and go screen snap? There you go. All right, so with that, we have looked at all of the guises. And in fact, let's see what else we can do real quick here at the end of the video. Let's see if we get into combat. Where's my snowman? Let's see if I can even interact with the snowman. And let's see if I can battle. I think when you get into combat, you get knocked out of it. But let me go ahead and use an ability on this. Yes, so combat immediately knocks you out of the disguise and you go back into normal. But using your skills does not knock you out of the disguise. So you could just have fun using roars and swinging attacks and all these crazy noises while you're in the disguise. But then, I think, I'm curious, can we travel around in a disguise? So let's go into Tom Bombadil here. I'm still in combat apparently with this. Get out of here, Snowman. Come on, man. Come on, Mr. Snowman. What are you doing? He's like, I thought we were fighting. Oh my gosh. Let's see, can I summon it? I still can't summon it. You can't do any of this in combat. And no, you cannot put it on in combat either, mind you. Roof! These are my property guards. You guys, there's an evil snowman over there. You gotta take him out for me. Or not. So we need to go to 2 different other locations, right? So the other 2 locations that I would like to look for is... Alright. Let's see here. Alright, so now that there's no way I'm still in combat. Oh my goodness, I'm still in combat. What the heck? But I'm so far away. I'm over here waiting. Delayed. I just literally waited like a minute. We did it. We ran far enough away. I will now be Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadillo. Alright, so the two locations we want to... I'm going to go to the Shire first and show you. Let's see if we can use fast travels while we're in the... if it turns it off. So we're going to try this. So here's a funny thing. When you use the fast travel, it does your animation. I have the pack up animation for... and it sticks it on his lower back because I'm a dwarf. That's funny. Alright, yes, we can. That is fantastic. Alright, good to know. So first thing is I'm going to show you the Shire location of where I got all these. And then we'll find the other two locations real quickly. And I can post them too in the description on the wiki here. But can I... yes, I can use my movement speed buff. Yeah! Fast Tom! Go Tom! Because, no, I cannot ride a horse in this. But I don't want to know. I want to look like Tom Bombadil going through Middle-earth, guys. I still, again, look at... I've just got, like...
well met.
This guy's like, what the... it's Tom Bombadil. I want to go to the Shire, sir. There we go. Oh, you can't use the horse, master. So you can use swift travels with your maps, but you can't use... bummer. I want it to be like floating, like Tom Bombadil's just standing on top of the horse as he like travels. Oh man, there's definitely some reasons why they're not letting us do that, obviously, because that would be glitchy. That would be so glitchy. Oh my gosh, the glitchiest. All right, so we'll go ahead and go over to
good day.
The party tree, which is very near Hobbiton. So let's just go to Hobbiton. And also, I'm gonna turn the music up. Because we have awesome Hobbit music. All right, over here, show you this real quick. We're here in Hobbiton, Bywater. So he is right up by the party tree. I'm going to show you where to walk, just so you guys... the reason I am recording this part and not skipping is so if you're a brand new player, you know where I'm going and how I got there. I use the swift travels. I swift traveled to Thorin's Hall, by the way, with my mini-map, if you're wondering. But just get to Hobbiton, go up the hill, go to the party tree here. And where I bought all these is actually from this guy right over here. Oh, maybe... oh, you know what? Is he gone? Oh, you know what?
Greetings, friend.
This is really important. I'm glad I came over here. He was right here. So he's only there for the Harvest Festival event for the Halloween time. Oh, but he'll be back. So if you're watching this video, the Harvest Festival will have them, and I don't think they're limited time when he gives it out.
Don't walk off.
But,
I need to speak with you.
Okay, I'm walking off. All right. So he would normally be right there. So keep that in mind.
There.
It's only during the Harvest Festival, or I think they call it that, the Harvest. I will put that in the title and put a little note in the description, hopefully letting you guys know that, because that's really important to know. But again, this is a wardrobe playlist video, so / guide. But I'm gonna put in the wardrobe because we had a lot of fun just looking at stuff. All right, so the other two locations, I'm curious if they're even here for the Fall Festival, as it's called. Area or the quest reward from the Blood of Azog's 6th War, or in Gundabad, the geode guy. So let me do a... well, I should probably get there showing you instead of just doing a fast travel. So let's get to the Gundabad reward guy first. War. So we can usually... a lot of the horse places will have one of those next to them. To be able to get there. So what I'm actually doing is I'm going to go back to my house. You could probably find a horse... we're going to go to our kinship house stable guy, but I believe I can get there from the stable master at our kinship house. So I'm going to do that to make it a little bit faster. But we need to go to the Blood of Azog's 6th War area. And I will find it for the LOTRO wiki too for you guys. So we're going to summon this. All right. Gundabad. We need Gundabad. Gunda. I could go to Erebor. That would probably get me there. I thought I had Gundabad. There we go. There's Gundabad, but... Oh, as that's Erebor. Alright. We'll take us to a travel to Gundabad real quick. But I'm going to get this on the LOTRO wiki and I'll post it for us too. Alright, just so you guys know, one of them is from a quest reward. So it's actually for finishing the quest, Blood of Azog, the 6th War. And that's how you get the guys of Hermeth Stonehammer, who looks really, really cool in Gundabad. I ranted about how cool he was many months ago, or I guess it's been like 2 years now since Gundabad came out, but it doesn't matter. He's awesome. So you have to go do this quest. So I'll probably go do this quest in my LOTRO Adventure series sooner or later. Maybe I already have if you're watching this video in the future. So there's one, and the other one, or in the Gundabad from Geode, Servant of the First. So, all right, here's the other one they were talking about. It's actually something. This item applies the skill, changing the appearance and look of the Servant of the First crafting, but you cannot use mounts when transformed. You get this from, it's a barter from the Geode Hunter. So this is actually all at Thorin's Hall. So I'm glad I looked this up because I was in the wrong place, even though welcome to Gundabad. So we're gonna jump back to Thorin's Hall real quick with my swift travel here. It's not actually that hard to find these two things. So that is pretty much all of them, and that would finish our collection too. If we bring up our collection, that's the only two we don't have. Now, technically, from that one Hobbit, you could also get, you can get just a generic disguise thing, which is like an orc, like does it either the random orc Urukai, sorry, the orc from Moria disguise, or the orc from Mordor disguise. All right, this might be the guy that you turn the quest in here. Cosmetic dwarf designs. I'm gonna see if he's right in here or not. Let's just run through this real quick. Is this the guy that turns it in? Or is it inside? He'd probably be near the end if not. Okay, no, I don't see that one. All right, no, it's not this guy, even though look at all these fancy pickaxes. Woo! Glorious. Wow, that's cool.
At your service and your family.
Modified Prospector's Pickaxe. That's so cool. A setting that switches the cosmetic appearance of your crafting tools to give them a mithril-infused appearance. I didn't even realize. This is so cool. I didn't even know. I didn't even look at these rewards. I gotta do this. These are the options. So you could have this looking of a pickaxe, or that, or that, or that, or that. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Dude, that's so cool. So you know how you normally use a pickaxe, just a generic pickaxe with a piece of wood for a handle? That's pretty cool. So if we go into here, we could probably find the person here to turn it into. Again, it said it was a barter geode hunter. Let's look. The geode hunter is... Oh! He is in Gundabad. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought for some reason he was in here. I should have looked a little more into it. So he is in Gundabad. But the good news is I can get there really fast. So here we go. All right. So I came back to the same Horsemaster I was at a few minutes ago. I was actually really, really close to him. He's right here. I literally was so close a minute ago. So I just fast traveled to get back to the same spot. So here's the guy.
Only a Drak shows mercy in battle.
And there it is. Guys of the first. There it is. So you have to earn by doing the geode hunting system with this particular guy. I never really got into it too much, but you can see I did collect some of the geodes. There are so many cosmetic things in Lord of the Rings Online, guys. It's crazy. It's like, I can't keep up. There's so many cool things. And there's a whole new thing, too. Speaking of epic music. All right, I got it. Thank you, music. There's also, of course, we talked about the Bobbles tab with the guys today. There's actually these things too, on a side note, which I will do more later, but these new Bobbles that aren't the Guises, they're all from the Legacy of Morgoth expansion, and you could basically drop something on the ground that stays there for a decent amount of time. I would say a couple minutes. But, like, this is just an old scorpion, and it's a surprise! It's like a dead, so you can just kind of leave it there. And, like, for example, something you can interact with, like, this new one I got from the Legacy of Morgoth's expansion, it's like a little smoking bauble. So, like, and multiple people can sit and use it, and it, like, does a little smoking animation, right? Which, again, I do not encourage smoking. I think smoking is bad for you. But it's a video game, so in that case, I don't really care. My video game character is not going to have lung problems. So, with that, those are just kind of cool. They kind of sit there. There's also like a tent and a chair and all this different stuff you can get. And I don't know how much you can interact with. I don't know if you can interact with the scorpion. I think it's just there to look cool. And I don't know about the chair yet. I haven't got to it. So if I do, I'll make a video on that stuff later. I hope that you enjoyed this one, my friends. I think that these things are really cool, these Guises. And I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth, wherever you are. Stay happy, my friends.
And until that time, young hobbits, don't forget to like and subscribe for Zollin Ironshield here on his channel. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks, Gandalf. All right, you guys, have a great day in Middle-earth. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much to Rep for being a Royal Guard. Subscribe button's there. I've earned it. Next episode's over there. And something, LOTRO Tales over there or something. Voiceover series.
Baruch Hazard Kuzar menu.
Stay happy, my friends. And I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings.